Hi, Angela. Hi, everyone. Hi, Zaka. Hi, Alain. Hi, Renoir. Marie-Antoinette. Hi, everyone. I missed you. This Sunday, we didn't go live, so. Hi, everyone. Hi, Naila. How was your weekend? Hope you all had a good weekend. Hi, Lucy. Hello. Yeah, I miss you too, Marie Joelle. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Naila. Thanks for joining. Wow, Naila, what a beautiful bouquet, flower bouquet. Your profile picture. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna wait, a couple of minutes just to give a chance for everyone to join. Okay? Middle of the week is better. Yeah, exactly. That's what I felt too. And when I did the survey, those who replied, um, the majority said middle of the week, and they said 7, 8. So we said 7:30. You got it from Marmusa. كتير حلوة. Hi Jumana. Hi Chantal. Hi Adela. Hi Rula. Hi Claire. Tina. So I love it. There are so many coaches on this live. Coaches, please, بدعيكن, whoever would like to join, please just send me a request. I'd love to get your input as well. Like spontaneously. Hi, Elian. Yeah, it's a spontaneous reaction, okay? Nothing planned. بس هيك حلو السبونتينيتي من وقت لوقت. Hi, Yasmin. Okay, so I think we'll start because I don't want to keep you waiting. All those of you who came on time, I don't want to keep you waiting. So today it's all about emotions. So we're going to talk about emotions and emotional intelligence. So first of all, just to let you know that this is one of the topics that was suggested in the survey that I sent you. So thanks to all those who requested this. There were many people who requested something on emotions and on emotional intelligence. So tell me, what's emotional intelligence? Write down in the chat. What do you know about emotional intelligence? So what do you think is emotional intelligence? In your own words, okay? No right, no wrong answer. Just let me hear you out. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Adam. So what is emotional intelligence? What do ladies and gentlemen think emotional intelligence is about? So Naila is saying being able to understand others. Yes. Eliane is saying noticing our emotions. Empathy. Marie Antoinette is saying empathy. Yeah, they're all great answers. So what else? What comes to your mind when you think emotions? Okay, let's change it a bit. So when you think emotions, what comes to your mind? So Jennifer is saying compassion. Tina is saying being in touch with emotions that we or others experience. Understanding your emotions and those of others. Excellent. Being capable to understand and manage our emotions. Understand our emotions. Reading the moment. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's a very nice point. Managing and dealing with our emotions. Manage and understanding. Okay, very good. So if I say emotions in general, what are the common emotions that come to your mind that you think, you feel very commonly in your life? Okay, so شو هن العواطف يلي أكتر شيء تشعروا فيها بالنهارات? Not only others, but how to manage our emotions. Yes, for sure. Hi, Dina. So وقت نقول emotions أو عواطف شو بيجي على بالكم؟ Sadness. Okay. Thanks, Adam, for saying that. And those of other persons around us. Exactly. Love, anger, anxiety. Yeah. Those are very common emotions. مظبوط. Stress. Yes. Happy, anger, fear. What else? Anger, love, sadness, empathy, sympathy, anger, joy. Because sometimes it can destroy us if we are sensitive. You're right, Jumona. Hi, Oya. Happiness, yeah. Endless tiredness, especially these days, Dina. Overwhelm, okay, yeah, overwhelm, frustration, worry. I like how, we're seeing new emotions pop up, okay? So أول شيء شفنا sadness, anger, anxiety. We saw joy and happiness. Now we're seeing tiredness, overwhelm, frustration, worry. Yeah, I like that. So new emotions are coming up. Yeah, there are thousands and thousands of emotions that we experience and we feel during our days. We're not always aware of them, of course, but we do experience many, many emotions. So, as you said, having good emotional intelligence is about understanding our emotions and the emotions of others. And when I say understanding, I mean understanding how they impact us. Because, any behavior that we do, if you look deep down into the roots, there's some emotion driving it. So if I ask you, how do you behave when you're happy? So let's take joy as an emotion. How do you behave when you're happy? Tell me. So maybe you smile, okay? So that's the facial expression. What else? What do you do when you're happy? Maybe you shout with joy, hey, you're happy, you're excited. You smile, yeah. What else? What goes on? You sing. I love that. So, yeah, you sing when you're happy. We laugh when we're happy. Singing in the shower. Yeah, that makes you happy, Jennifer, doesn't it? I spread good mood and good vibes around me. Yes, thank you, Naila. We jump, we laugh. Exactly. Excitement. We feel excited. So it starts out as joy and it may turn into excitement, which is another emotion. We spread it. Yeah, we dance, we listen to music. That gives us joy. So that's great. I love how some of you mentioned spreading it and, inspiring others, spreading the good feeling. So, yes, because emotions are contagious. So when I feel something, I will, people around me will also feel it. So it's contagious. بتعدي. So العاطفة بتعدي اللي حوالينا. مشان هيك كتير مهم ننتبه على عواطفنا. That's why it's important to recognize our emotion. Because if I'm happy and I'm influencing people in a positive way, that's good. شو بدي أحلى من هيك؟ But if I'm sad and I'm down, what do you do when you're sad? Do you jump for joy? Of course not. When we're sad, maybe, the energy is gone, we feel down, our expression changes, maybe we have droopy eyes. Negative and positive emotions are contagious. Yes, Oya, for sure. So when I'm not so okay, it's important for me Like Naila is saying, she stays alone, and that's good, because maybe that's her way of reacting to sadness or unpleasant emotions. So she goes and she stays alone. So she's not being contagious. She's not spreading the sadness around. So it's important to know, if I tend, when I'm feeling sad, I tend to be grumpy and I nag or whatever, I will, spread this. And here, when you spread sadness or negativity or nagging, people will lose the energy to do things. So imagine if I'm a boss at work and I don't notice that. I don't notice that I'm sad or I'm angry or I'm grumpy. And when I'm grumpy, I begin to nag and I take this negative approach to things. And I start being like that at work. What will happen to my employees? Will I inspire them like a good leader should do? Of course not. So that's why understanding our emotions and how we're impacting others with our emotions is very important. So that's the first part of understanding our emotions. So I'm going to go back because Sarah was saying she's talkative, working with loud music, Dad is saying. Okay, Sarah, I agree. Negative and positive emotions are contagious. Naila is saying, I stay alone. Yeah, we saw that. Closing on oneself. Yeah, so we close on ourselves when we have unpleasant emotions. Control my emotions when they are negative or unpleasant, if we want. Sorry, I'm saying negative too, but they're more unpleasant emotions rather than, negative versus positive. When I like to sit alone, I'm not alone. If I'm not alone, yeah. So I prefer spreading dough than spreading negative feelings. Okay. So I don't know what you mean by dough, but it's okay. Habib, okay. But what's the secret to switching emotions? Or is that out of, no, it's not out of the subject. On the contrary, we'll get to that. Yeah, so the first, if we want to be able, what emotional intelligence is about understanding, as we said, our emotions and the emotions of other. But again, why do I want to understand them? I want to understand them because my emotions will impact my behavior, and my behavior will impact people around me. So I want to understand them so that I have the right impact, the impact that's empowering for me and that helps me achieve my success and what I want in life. And that's why it's important for me to understand my emotions. At the same time, as Oya was mentioning, if I really understand what makes me happy, what makes me sad, what makes me angry, and not only that, if I understand how these emotions make me behave and how I impact people around me in these different situations, I can try to select a different emotion. What do I mean? So let's say I'm a manager, as I said, okay, and we're launching a new campaign. So it's very important for people to be excited, right? And motivated and inspired. So as a manager and as a good leader, I need to get this emotion out of people. And let's say on my way, I have an accident or something something goes wrong. So what's going to happen? I'm going to get probably angry or maybe frustrated or whatever. So I'm going to get an unpleasant emotion. If I know that when I'm angry, I will start shouting, I will start snapping at people, I will start behaving in a way that's not, too inviting, and I'm going to put people down, I won't choose to stay angry because the anger is not going to help me launch that campaign. It's not going to help me successfully motivate my people and get them excited. So how do I do that? Do I just tell myself, stop being angry, stop being angry? Of course not, because that doesn't work. However, what works? What works is if I change my thoughts. if I change my focus. So rather than focusing on what went wrong and made me angry, I focus on the importance of launching this campaign, on how important it is for me to have them all, hyped up and excited. So I change my perception. Yes, Naila. So that's what I do. I try to change my thoughts and the way I'm looking at the situation, my focus. At the same time, if I know that, when I get angry, I start breathing rapidly, I start shivering or whatever, I can also choose to do some exercise like breathing or relaxation before I enter the meeting so that I can calm my body, okay, down. And when my body calms, it will give a signal to my brain, kind of like trick my brain into feeling that there's no anger anymore. So I kind of play a trick on my brain. One, by changing focus, and two, by using my physiology and changing my physiology. And even changing your posture impacts the way you feel, because feelings and physiology are very much, connected, interconnected. So if I change my body posture, I can change the way I feel. And notice it. How is your body posture when you're down? It's like this, right? I'm looking down. I'm like this in a closed way. My body is in a closed position. You know, try to do it now. I want you now to take that position. Okay? Let's wait a while. So take that position. How do you feel when you take that position? Please tell me, how do you feel when you take this position? What happened to your energy? What's going on? Please share with me. I don't know about you, but when I took this position, I kind of lost my excitement. Yeah, down, Naila, exactly. So we start feeling down. We start feeling bad. We start feeling sad, yes. We lose our energy and excitement and our motivation. So at the same time, let's change this posture. And I want you to sit, straight up, put your head high. And now tell me what you feel. Everything changes just from the position. So when you sit up and you look up, you smile, this body language tells my brain that, it seems that Nadine is quite happy, and she feels confident and strong. So this is what my feeling will become. Yes, bold and tall. Exactly. So even changing my body posture and my position can impact. So to go back to the example where, the leader of this organization who is just launching this very important campaign, he came, to work, and he is angry, frustrated, he's not motivated, he's negative, cynical. Just by doing some relaxations and by changing his focus, and rather than focusing on the bad thing that happened, focus on his objective and how important this objective is, and changing his body posture. So if he's like this, just relaxing that and, feeling more comfortable. This will change the way he feels, and when his feeling changes, his behavior with his team will change. So changing focus, changing body posture, doing some relaxation, some breathing can help us control the unpleasant emotion that we have. And at the same time, if after you do that and you calm yourself down, if you really know what makes you happy, go do it. Like you said, listen to music, dance, I don't know what. When you do that, you're going to also invite some positive emotions into your day. So you were able to reduce the time of the unpleasant emotion. You were able to relax yourself, and then you put yourself into another positive emotion, a positive mode. So as you can see, when I understand them, I can make use of my emotions, and I can use them at the proper time in the right way. So Sarah is saying, I feel more in control. Yeah, exactly. Confidence, confident. Lungs open up. Yeah. Excellent. So I love your interaction, and I love all the points you're making. So, oh yeah, you asked about, how can we switch the emotion? Is it clear? I mean, does it make sense what I said? Do you think you can implement that? So, hi, Razin. So do you think that's applicable, Oya? Was I able to give you a small tip on how to change the emotion? Okay. So Oya will answer. There's a delay always. So that's one way of how you can do it. And you remember I told you that if you think of your objective, it helps. Okay, great. Oya. So when you think of your objective, it helps. Why? Because your objective drives you. Your object, especially if your objective is something important to you. Okay? So if it's something that's important to you, it will drive you. It will bring out the motivation, the drive that you have. So the energy is pulled up. That's why remembering your objectives or your goals is important. It changes the focus. And if you want to even do better, visualize it. Because our brain loves images, it loves visuals. So when you visualize your objective and, close your eyes and visualize it, your body feels, you trick your body, you trick your brain into thinking that it actually happened. So this also brings out the motivation in you. Let's do a small exercise I once tried with, in a setting. So Oya is saying, I was just wondering, how do you apply it on a personal level rather than a business level? Okay, Oya, I'll give you that example. So let's say you're angry at something. Let's say you asked your daughter to do something, and then you go and you find her, she didn't do anything. Okay, and you get upset. So you feel upset. Now, why do you feel upset? You feel upset because all you're focusing on is she didn't do it. You know, um, what, you know, um, she doesn't respect me. She doesn't care about me. I didn't raise her to be a respectful, girl. Oh my God, I'm a failure. I'm a bad mom. I wasn't able to, raise a respectful girl, whatever. Okay? So we go into these thoughts and we focus on these thoughts unconsciously. And the focus on these thoughts makes the anger even more intense. So it brings me into a very high intense state of anger. And when I get into that, what happens? I start shouting. I start. Oh, yeah, saying I'm a mind reader. So I guess she was thinking of the same example. I start shouting. I start whatever. What happens here? What happens to the relationship with my daughter? How am I coming off? Is this building the relationship? No. What's my objective with my daughter? I want to build a good relationship, right? I want to build a caring relationship. I want her to trust me, to feel safe around me, to be able to talk to me and tell me things. So how is my behavior helping that? It's not. So my vision of what a good mom is with my daughter and my goal if I remember that, so if I take a deep breath and say, okay, I'm not, okay, let me relax it out. I don't want to behave that way. So the breathing will help you calm down your heart rate. It will help you oxygenate your brain so that you're tricking your brain to feel a little bit more peaceful. Okay, it takes time. And then you start visualizing your, goal or objective with your daughter. What do you want to achieve with your daughter? Who do you want to be with your daughter? So close your eyes and just imagine that. And then you will find a totally different shift in emotion. Emotions shift in, just seconds. The coaches on the line can tell you how we see that in the coaching sessions. So in the one-on-one coaching session, that's what it's all about. People come in an unpleasant emotion, but our job and our role as coaches is to help them leave in a positive, motivated role. So that's what it's all about. It's shifting the focus, remembering your objectives and who you want to be. Okay, and I'm stressing on the be, not just what I want to do, who I want to be, because that's more personal to me, and that's a really strong drive. Okay, so those are a few tips. I hope that was helpful. I don't want to keep you too long. So how is that? Any questions? Anything that's not clear? Please tell me. Naila, thank you, dear. Okay, I'm happy. Great. Okay, great. Oh yeah, I'm happy to know, that was helpful. Thanks, Naila. Thank you, dear. I'm happy you found them informative and helpful. Thank you. Thank you all for being here again as usual. So now our regular time will be Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Okay? Thank you, Naila, for being here. Thank you, Hisham. Thank you all. So thank you for the time you spend, with us in these live sessions. I love the interaction, really. I love how you put your heart to it and you write all these comments. Great, Sarah. I'm happy to know they were, helpful. Thank you, Naila. Excellent. And it's a pleasure having you, Dina. So if there are no questions, you're free to leave. I know it's 8 o'clock. So the good thing about doing it at 7:30 is you don't get to watch the news. Wow. So that's less unpleasant emotions and anxiety and more positive emotions. Okay, so Marie-Joëlle is saying, any recommendation for a good book about emotional intelligence? I mean, the Marie-Joëlle, the first book that was done by Daniel Goleman, I think is probably, it's the one of the best sellers on emotional intelligence, and it gives a very nice overview on emotional intelligence. You're welcome. Have a great evening, and please don't go back to watching the news, okay? We started out on a positive tone. Let's stay that way. Okay, have a great evening, everyone. Take care.